My name is Sean LeBlanc. I'm a person with an opiate addiction. I grew up on Canadian Armed Forces bases. My dad was a military police officer, so we moved around a lot. Unfortunately, he was an alcoholic, so I left home at 13. Despite that, I was able to get through school. I got into university, and the lady I was with, she became pregnant, and when she was 7 months pregnant, she drowned. She died. So I lost both my potential child and my love of my life. So everything kind of fell apart then. I lost my job. I lost my home. I just didn't want to feel at the time. I was in so much pain. One thing I did do was, unfortunately, drugs. It's very easy. A lot of people, unfortunately, right now give people free drugs if they're hurting, because once they start, then they become addicted, then they're a customer. So it's really predatory, unfortunately, you know. Another thing we're seeing, we have drug testing, and almost everything has fentanyl in it now, whether it's mushrooms or marijuana or morphine, anything like that's got fentanyl. I was able to graduate high school and start to get, you know, not using drugs and everything. I got a job at Inner City Health, which is right up there. And for 8 years, I took people from supportive housing to doctors to lawyers to hospitals and whatnot. I was living with a woman, and so many of my friends had passed away. I had PTSD, and I started to use again. I became addicted. I lost my girlfriend. I lost my home. I lost a lot of my self-dignity, you know, and I've been a real, you know, constructive member of society for quite some while, and it really breaks my heart that I fell down this way, you know. I come from a family of addicts, so unfortunately a lot of times it's the first thing we turn to when there's a problem. It's not only do you have people telling you what to do all the time, but you can't access the building. So you're out all day, 7 o'clock in the morning, you're out. Like, it doesn't matter if you have nowhere to go. It doesn't matter, you know, if it's a blizzard outside, you're outside all day. Normally you're let in at around 5 o'clock, but the place I'm in, we're not allowed in until like 12. So at the very best, we get 6.5 hours sleep. If everybody's quiet, nobody snores, you know. The food is really horrible. I try to give them a break because there's actually no cook there. It's just a bunch of people throwing stuff together. So what they'll do a lot of times is take Tuesday and Wednesday and mix it with Thursday's meal, you know, like different salads and casseroles and stuff like that. Every day it's just toast and cereal, you know. There's not a lot of change in it, unfortunately. So since I've been here, in 4 days, I think I've eaten twice. I ate fish, actually, this is interesting, last week, and I was sick for 3 days. I opened it up and I noticed it was pink after I ate half of it, and I had to call in sick. I was sick as a dog. So they get a lot of rotten stuff there too. Drugs are everywhere. You can get anything you want at any time, unfortunately. It's easier to get fentanyl now, and there's marijuana at the dispensaries. It's prevalent, it's everywhere. There's such a profit margin on it, and people just sell that poison regardless, you know. People don't really ask, you know, are you of age or not? They just sell it. Unfortunately, that addiction takes a hold on them, so a lot of them sell it. I would say seek as much education as you can when you're young. I did drugs for a long time, and nothing positive ever came of it. You may think so at the time, but it never does, you know. A lot of people won't listen, especially younger people, to an older guy like me, and that's really frustrating and sad. But, you know, I've lost over 200 friends, like really close friends, and a lot of sadness, a lot of loss, and if there's anything that we can do to keep youth from, you know, going the same route,